Welcome back. Here we are in Basel at nighttime. It's a lovely view there. I like how everything's glowing in the night. I think it helps. It's so nicely built into the canyon. Otherwise, it'd just be a cityscape, and it'd be like, eh. But the fact is, it's got like a river down below, and it's built up along the side of the canyon walls. Lovely, lovely. Anyway, we got a 4 SPG, so let's have a look.
All right.
Looks like we got a 4 SPG. QA testing again! I finished the latest version of my AR mystery game, and I'd love for you to test it out. If you solve all the puzzles and give me your thoughts on the experience, I'd be happy to reward you. I'll be waiting at the tunnel in the artisanal district. Kai? Oh, I expected you to say something there. Be like, oh, this guy again, such and such, you know, something along those lines, but we got nothing. Wait, 2 4 SPGs? Hold on.
Opening planner.
Wait, we're still doing School of Hard Knocks? Like, we had our chat with Professor Canahan about the harassment. Gonna have to find the client and fill them in. Also, it wasn't Quatra. I thought it was Quatra. No. Or Catra. Catra. It's Catra, isn't it? Catra. Yeah, we need to talk to Percy here, so it's like, okay. I mean, that one's required, so it's like, it's part of the story, so I'm assuming we'll eventually meet up with them. Unless it is Catra? I don't know. I could be completely wrong on that. Anyway. So this way leads down a mine, does it? That would make an excellent backdrop for a game, but nah, it's probably too dangerous down there. Monsters appear. Hey there, Arkwright Solutions, you had a request for us? Well, I didn't expect you to help me out again, thank you. Figured we'd at least hear you out. What's got you all the way out in Basel, anyhow? Especially all the way out here in the dark. You ain't up to something shady, are you? Oh, me. I'm just scouting locations for my new game. It has a mystery theme, so it only makes sense for it to be dark and secretive. Let's get down to business. Then if that's all right with you, I tried with you. I worked with a really bright friend of mine on this concept, so if I can iron out the kinks, I'm sure it'll be a hit. You'll solve a series of puzzles, all while using these special gimmicks that fit Basel hand in glove. Yeah, what kind of gimmicks are we talking? Well, it would spoil the fun if I just told you. Here, have this leaflet. Let's see here. There's nothing in your hand. Urgent message from HQ. Catch the rogue hacker on the loose in Basel. HQ will track the target's movements and relay them to you ASAP. All transmissions will be sent in code to avoid leaking information. Decode the message and apprehend the hacker. Secret agents, huh? Alright, I'll bite. And decoding our message forms the puzzle aspect of the game. Exactly, sounds fun, right? I think we really knocked it out of the park with this one. So, what do you think? Interested in giving it a shot? Go on then. Sure. We got our other work taken care of, and why not? Awesome, I was hoping you'd be up for it. Let me put your names down under the tester group real quick. There's another tester working through the game right now, so see if you can solve the puzzle before they do. I see, I didn't realize we weren't the only testers at the moment. Yeah, I'm sending applications all over the place. My other tester started just a few minutes ago. I've got a special reward for whoever beats the game first, so good luck. Huh, the hunt is on now, isn't it? Well, good luck. I'll be watching from the sidelines to make sure everything is running smoothly. Is it going to be Ren or something? And there he goes. So now what? We don't even have our first message yet. This is true. Message for you, sir. You did say that HQ would send us a message, but, how? Oh, can you solve a mystery? HQ to Spriggan. We found traces of the hacker in the artisanal district. Investigate the sooted... Sooted? Triad? Suited? Sooted? Be sooted, surely. Whoa, I don't recognize this address at all. I think it really is him. This first riddle should be easy to solve. I imagine it's like a warm-up. Makes sense. Let's get cracking then. Sooted? Sooted. I assume because they work with chimneys? But they don't really do chimneys anymore, do they? I don't know. I don't know. So let's head over to Bracer Guild. Then we could just exit out here. There we go. Ah, it is a chimney. I thought it was going to be someone covered in soot. Well, if there ever were a sooted triad, this would be it. Oh yeah, triad, yeah. Not the easiest first riddle in the world. There are chimneys everywhere around here. Indeed, it does make sense for a district this industrious. Yeah, probably pre-Orbital, so the chimneys make sense. And it looks like we're not the first to make it this far either. Tch, I walked around this damn place for ages and it was right here the whole time. Oh, looks like it threw the other tester for a loop. Message for you, sir. And here's the next set of instructions. It's almost like he's watching us. He said he would be. Normally I would assume the same, but I imagine at least one of us would have noticed them if they were tracking us by hand. I think we're receiving these messages automatically based on our Zephyr location data. Oh, that could do it, yeah. That might be giving him too much credit. No offense to him. No, I think this is the work of his helper. Must be a network expert. Uh-huh. Got a lot to think about once this is done, but that can wait. Let's look at this next message real quick. HQ to Spriggan. The hacker's long gone from this area, unfortunately. We've picked up another trail elsewhere in the artisanal district, though. Investigate the BAT's roost. Yeah, go fig. Of course, there's more to it than that. BAT. Because it's not bat. BAT? And talk about cryptic, the hell's there BAT all caps? Ordinarily, I would assume the mammal. But given how it's written, I imagine it's alluding to something else, yeah. But what? At any rate, we didn't encounter any bats in the mine, if memory serves. Those letters do ring a bell, but where have I seen them before? But I got nothing. The roost part makes me think there's some place they all come back to, or that they're normally out and about. Keep your eyes peeled for anything that fits that description. This one sounds more specific. BAT. Oh. It's more the AT bit, isn't it? I'm thinking. That's, because it's... Where's the tram? I mean, the quarry's close, I suppose. Because it's gonna be like Basel Aero Tram. And I'm just thinking, Aero Tram, like AT.
When boarding the Aero Tram,
well, this is the Aerotram station. I think we've struck gold here. Ah, right, that does make sense. BAT is an acronym for the Basel Aerotram. Alright, yeah, makes sense that this is the roost. They all stop here. And boom, there's the next message. HQ to Spriggan, the hackers made their way toward Newtown. Board the tram and pursue them. Straightforward enough, this one. Yeah, let's hop on. If we couldn't use the tram, though, because of, you know, our ID, our certification, we wouldn't have been able to carry this on, would we? Oh, I see a familiar face. Let's see here. Well, if it ain't the Aramis kid we bumped into earlier. He's been a step ahead the whole way, from the looks of it. Well, I'm not about to let some snot-nosed runt like him outwit me. Let's get moving! Man, I remember when I was all held up about beating people to the punch like that. Oof, huh? I'd think of a zing, but you make fun of yourself well enough as is. Yeah, you kind of just called yourself old there. Looks like they've already made their move. Looks like it. So, now what? HQ to Spriggan. We found new traces of the hacker. Disregard the kitty for now. Your target is Z-Cat number 1. Disregard the... Oh, that's what it is. It might help to write it out on paper. This one would have been too much for the small fry's brain. How cruel. I got a pretty good idea of where the objective is. I can see it on that sign over there. Let's head on over there and take a look. A cat, huh? But what do cats have to do with the open... Oh, yeah. Ran. Like that's the biggest mystery in all of it is...
It's so convenient nowadays.
Is it? Yeah, Ren's gotta be involved, isn't she? Clearly. The Z car. It says bicycle on the side. Seems odd. But yeah. And here we are. Z-Cat number 1 minus the cat, a Z1 race car. So you just cut the cat, huh? Almost too easy. Our next message should be arriving shortly. Yep, stay sharp, gang. Well, that was anticlimactic. Let's see here. Yeah, you in the game too? Yeah, I guess so. Didn't know there were other people doing this. HQ to Spriggan, the hacker got away. But their tracks are fresh. They should still be nearby. Head for coordinate marker Box WX, not filled in box BC. Because then the next bit is filled in box minus not filled in box. I wonder if that's relevant. Like, is it a minus or is it dash? Well, what the hell is this? Doesn't make a lick of sense. But I really don't want to lose to these guys. Gotta think this one over. Well, I'm heading out. Catch you later. Have fun. Best of luck out there. Puzzling time. Let's start with the easiest stuff first. I suspect that we need to fill in the square marks with letters, and then it's something minus something. Once we complete the sequence, the phrase will come together, unless it's, again, a dash. Yeah, once we have the full phrase, the rest is a cakewalk from there. Let's follow the code and see what we find. I'm assuming it's just going to point us to where we need to go, which is kind of like, it's like doing a, Phantom Thief B quest, but it tells you exactly where to go, and it's like, oh. It's disappointing. Really? Why here? Dunno. So, first floor, Vern Arms, second is a Vern Store. And the building itself is Vern Plaza, Vern Arms, or VA. That lines up with the code. It's not too hard if you know your way around. We made good time on this puzzle from the looks of it. Oh, would you look at that, another message. PS from the engineer, a pair of ZCF goggles will spell your way. ZCF goggles can be found at the Vern store if memory serves. We heard about them earlier, didn't we? Yes, ZCF is the LaBelle Kingdom's principal engineering company. They were notable for building the first orbital airships. So now we got LaBelling Goods in the picture. That really makes me think it's her. Yeah. Anyhow, let's go get those goggles. Let's go get them goggles.
Do you know what you want?
So it's not just a simple case of buy them from the store. Okay.
I hope to see you again.
Hey, a quick question. You guys got stock of any ZCF goggles? We sure do. Here's a pair for you. They will spell your way, the riddle said. Is there writing on them? I don't see anything on the frame, so on the lens, perhaps? Bingo, check this shit. Await the aerotram. The bench will beckon. Guess we just gotta follow the breadcrumbs now. The aerotram is just up the stairs. Let's make haste. VA. They don't mean Vern Arms, do they? What else could it be? I hate this puzzle shit. I don't get these riddles at all. Oh, looks like we're a step ahead this time. Let's hurry, can't let the kid shows up. Lloyd. Is the kid in there now? He is, we should chat to him while we got this chance. From the engineer, a pair of ZCF goggles will spell your way? What does ZCF goggles have to do with anything? I hate stupid scavenger hunts like these. Oh dear, James. Oh dear. I remember doing scavenger hunts. Years ago though. Oh, hello, Ren. Well, if it ain't the Student Council Prez. Figured you had a hand in this.
You caught me. Good evening, Spriggan.
So little Miss Violet was behind it all, huh? Feels oddly appropriate. I'm flattered to hear that from Lungport's own little prodigy. So how'd you get roped into all of this? Well, I happen to know the game master through the net, you see. He'd been putting out all these fascinating riddles online. Figured I might as well reach out to him. We got in touch and eventually came up with the idea of this game. And what better setting for a cyber-themed story than Basil? I even got to try out this new mail API that I've been tinkering with. I learned quite a lot from this little exercise. Do you just know everyone ever? Jeez. I did learn about your hacking exploits as Kitty through MK's database. But I didn't realize your talents spanned far more than just security. Thank you. I still have much to learn, of course. Took him long enough. Just followed you guys. Must have fell behind somewhere. Huh? I was wondering why you were here. This was just an excuse to work with that Percy guy, wasn't it? This is all just stupid. The council president broke our own curfew for this shit? Oh, don't single me out, you meanie. I just so happened to hear from someone about a bored-looking Aramis student wandering around the city past curfew. Imagine my shock upon learning it was none other than you. So James, did you have fun being a naughty little boy? Bet he felt a thing. All that effort for a dud of a game? Oh, could have sworn I heard you racking your brain a bit about some of those riddles there. Okay, fine, they did make me think a little, kinda. That's excellent news, I'm sure he'll be happy to hear it. Wait, so did you really make that auto-send API thing for the emails? Like, you made that from scratch? How the hell are you even real? No wonder Ronald and I don't measure up. Well, fine, I admit it, you're pretty darn good. Oh, thanks, but flattery will get you nowhere, mister. Oh, and would you mind keeping tonight our little secret? I'm not sure what I'd say if, as you mentioned, everyone found out I was breaking my own rules. Sure, just as long as you keep me a secret too. I'm not privy to the specifics here, but it looks like they've worked things out. Yeah, just kids being kids. Ronald, eh? So here's the other brain cell in James's group. At least things have settled down now. Percy shortly arrived on the scene, and the participants gave him their impression of the game. Well, good work everyone, and thank you for the rave reviews. I owe a special shout out to Ren. Without her, none of this would have been possible. I'll think nothing of it. Thank you for having me. If you ever get the idea for some other game, do let me know. You got it. Thanks a bunch. Man, I never thought my online friend would be a high schooler. You're really something special. I mean, how the heck did you learn so much about the Orbital Net at your age? Feel like you're gonna leave me behind if I'm not careful. I gotta branch out and level up my programming skills. Best of luck with that, pal. Gotta say, this was all pretty fun. So I'd be down to try whatever you come up with next. Thank you. Still have a lot of kinks to iron out, for sure. But I might be able to go public soon. It's almost ready for average Joes and Janes, I think. Now here's a little prize for you guys, since you got here first and all. Again, thank you so much for participating. Look forward to the next game! What did I get? With the game wrapped up, Percy excused himself to mull over his feedback. and Ren and James snuck back into the hotel for the night.
That's a wrap.
Reward deposited.
Not bad, not bad. Still a ways off getting 4 there. Okay, so... what we got around here? What's... Just heading to the canyon. I'm assuming the car is the same head to the canyon. Because the both areas have that red exclamation, but it just feels like it's going to be a case of... It is just one you go by car, one you go through the yellow border line thing. Right, anyway, let's go to the Institute. I want to see what's happening at night. It intrigues me. Oh,
Not
hello.
this way.
Well, at least we can speak to you. Do you have business here at the Institute? Most of the students and staff have gone home already. Our security system is on night mode too, so you can't get in without special permission. Unless you already have clearance or your business is just that urgent, I suggest you come back in the morning. Just a shame, again, it's got that aspect of like, all those dots I've not spoken to, and I can't speak to. Just can't get to them.
This is the Aero Tram, operated by the city of Basel.
Okay, let's go to Artisanal District. May as well take the Aerotram. You can sit down, guys, you know? Guess not.
Thank you for riding the Aero Tram. Please mind your step while the tram is in motion.
Would be interesting if there was like a secret scene there or something.
Aero Tram.
It'd be interesting. So we'll start with the Brace Guild. Oh, I was just wondering about you, Van. I take it you got called out here to investigate all these events yourself. Those suspicious sightings did garner a lot of attention. Pretty much, yeah. You sound like you're well up on the issue yourself. Indeed. That's partly why I called Alvis and Regina here. It could all just be a big load of nothing, so we can't set aside too many men for it, but better safe than sorry. I did want to ask for your opinion on all this, given you've had your fair share of run-ins with Almata yourself. Tell me about it. My take is just too early to tell. Not enough to go on here. I get that. Thanks for your input. If anything does happen, please let us know. I've told the others to cut you some slack at any rate. Cheers, mate. Does mean a lot. I don't exactly have the intuition for this yet, but even I can tell something isn't right here. With everything that's happened these last few months, we can't just write off leads and oddities anymore. No. I might have to loop back with Blanca and get her perspective on things. What to do? There's more dots in here, so... I like the open plan bit here, that's nice. Basil's deceptively big is the thing. I'd like to set a quota of 10 cases a day just to maintain steady pace. Man, you're really on top of things. Come to think of it, you used to be in the fire department, didn't you? I did. I learned some valuable skills on the job. They still come in handy today. It's a tough job. Basil's full of factories and other heavy industry. Fire hazards are abundant. Every second counts with those places. A moment's hesitation could mean the difference between saving a life and losing one. That's how I learned to be swift and decisive on the job. Sometimes you don't have the luxury of second guessing. I see. I'll bear that in mind. Did Alvis head off on patrol? Yeah, he went out earlier. Once he's done, I'll start my rounds. It's a shame he couldn't have let you do your rounds first so you could hit the hay earlier. How inconsiderate. He'd have scored brownie points with you if he said ladies first. I guess? Blanca's just so skilled as a bracer, and she's a wonderful person too. Hope to be like her one day. I've got a long way to go before I can compare to her. Okay, so right, let's head out and carry on. Oh. What happened here? I do wonder. These grid issues are getting even worse. It's really starting to bug me. I took a look around the city just to make sure it wasn't some kind of wiring issue. Sure enough, it isn't. No fraying, no deformation, no nothing. Whatever the problem is, it's not something new parts would fix. Yeah, it is something external. And I like that they've not beaten around the bush about it. Like, they were straight in with like, hold on, there's something going on here that's familiar, you know. Professor Hamilton is just an inspiration to us all, but it's kind of strange. She doesn't feel distant or unapproachable at all. She's kind and cheerful despite her stature. Even the more crotchety artisans can't help but respect her. I just worry about her sometimes. She's very determined, very headstrong, and that does sometimes put her at odds with others. Young Quatre. Keep saying that wrong, I feel. Looks up to her an awful lot. He may very well grow up to be just like her. Anyway. We've been having some power issues lately, so my boss told me to look into it. I thought it might be a problem with the wiring here at the shop, but nope. Everything looks fine on our end. It's really stumping me. What's going on? Right. What we got around here? It's like, let's head up and then swing back down and around. Almost done with today's deliveries. Looks like I'll be putting in overtime though. A lot of late dinner orders today. Once I'm done with work, I can finally get my own dinner. And then it's off to bed to get ready for tomorrow. Lather, rinse, repeat, eh? Granny always cooks for me at the end of the day. I really appreciate her. She's a good person, man. Oh, sounds nice. There's nothing up there yet, so we don't need to head up the stairs. Oh, hello. I love taking in the breeze here at night. Calms me down. I don't make a point of coming out here regularly, though. I just make the trip whenever my heart wants to. There's this professor at the institute who comes by here, and I swear, he's always a step ahead of me. Sort of wander around a lot without really thinking about where I'm going, so how does he always know where I end up?
Do you have any preferences?
Yes.
Thanks for coming in.
And that's the issue.
The goddess of the sky is always watching.
I was an artisan here up until about 10 years ago. And in that time, I saw the whole world evolve around me. From big machines to tiny little orbits, life has changed a ton, for the better, I'd say. We live a lot easier than we used to. But we fight harder too. Warships, railway guns, those Panzer soldats. I worried that one of these days we'll make something truly terrible, something that'll doom us all.
Well,
we've ended up in a situation like that, yeah. I see, so astronomy originated in the Central East. That it did. To our understanding, astronomy came westward in the Middle Ages as trade and cultural exchange began to blossom. The University of Alsaim can trace itself back to that age too, and that cultural exchange gave rise to the natural sciences as well. I see, I've never had much interest in hard sciences, but that's interesting to hear. Feels relatable, I guess, to hear that they were human inventions too. That's good to hear. If you're curious about anything else, I would be happy to help. Sister Paula seemed very nervous when she first arrived, but I can see that she's settling into her role well. I do plan to help teach her some more, if and when I get the chance.
Indeed.
Indeed. I've never held much interest in the sciences, but they do seem more relatable to me now. Maybe it won't feel so foreign anymore when the congregation talks about them. Completely missed the door. Right, so we want to head over here. look at the little kitty. Meow. I'm finally done for the day. Gonna grab a bite to eat and then veg out for the evening. The machinery I see these days is absolutely nuts. How do they manage it all? Transmitters, processors, storage devices, you name it, I've seen it, they've got it. I can feel myself getting older just looking at them. The world's moving too fast for me, I swear. It is moving so fast though, that's what's intriguing to me. Alright, we were gonna go down at this point, weren't we? And then swing back around.
I don't think I've seen you before.
Same, I don't remember you. In the mountains, maybe? Maybe. The whole city's been having these weird network issues lately. Our online ordering system is bugged out too. I was in a panic the first time it happened. I thought I'd mess up a line of code or something, and if I did, my sister would have had my head. Thankfully, it wasn't me, but it's still a problem. I'll have to see if I can reduce the server load at all. Maybe that'd help. Like, what is processing that's causing this?
Do you know what you want?
Don't know why I decided to rest. I just did. Deal with it. Well, it's quite busy in here.
Let me tell you about artisanal spirit.
I guess it's a tough job, I really do. I'm so hungry right now. Apart from for the carrots, like, we'll avoid them, but everything else, yeah, I'll be fine with that. But damn it, what am I supposed to tell my bosses? It's their deadlines and production quotas we're working with. Oh, we've seen you around once or twice. You're that project owner, right? You've got it rough too, huh? You know, I'm thinking maybe we could vent a bit tonight. Maybe it'd be easier for you to talk about your stuff outside your usual crowd. You guys are... Yeah, look, I hate how I'm always forcing you to do this and stick to that. I hate telling you how to do your job. I don't want to make you bend over backwards any more than you want to hear it. But I can't say no to the higher-ups, you know that. What they say goes. Nah, we hear you. It's not like we have free reign over our work either. I remember getting earfuls from my supervisor all the time when I started out. Always telling me to do this differently or do that better. We've all been there, bud. We don't hold it against you. You're just trying to put food on the table like everybody else does. Bureaucracy is just part of the business. The bigger you try to be, the more it'll drag you down. You really mean it? I had you guys wrong this whole time. I'm sorry, man. You mind having a few more rounds with me? Sure thing, buddy. Nothing calms me down like a glass of the cold stuff. Aw, it's nice. All this time I thought the artisans had a one-track mind. Just stubborn old mules going on and on about their craft. But my bosses are the same thinking about it. It's all profit margins and productivity quotas with them. What are you having here? This cafeteria is a bit on the noisy side, but then so is Basil. It fits the city, you know? So maybe it's not so bad. And I can't complain when the beer tastes this good. It really does taste better when you're just drinking it for yourself instead of having to schmooze with clients. Okay. And since my company's paying the tab, I can drink as much as I want. Guilt-free drinks are the best drinks. I mean, it's only guilt-free in terms of cost. Like, there's still the downside of if it's alcoholic, that's going to cause you issues. It's not entirely guilt-free. As you can see, this place is popular with artisans once they're off the clock. They all come in looking exhausted. No wonder they need pick-me-ups for tomorrow. The previous owner would always take care of them really well. He always knew what they needed. I hope I'm doing the same for them. Probably are.
Don't take too long to decide now.
Looks like
Come
we're
back
good there.
soon.
Did we get any new... Nope. Alright, so, was there anyone upstairs? I can't remember if there was more dots. Ah, yes, there we go, more dots, more dots. Oh, it's Ferry! It's kind of a bummer I can't explore the city at night with you because that sounds really cool. But I'll stay here and leave it to you guys. Let me know if you find anything, okay? Alright, it was just Ferry. Got a dot outside. And another dot here. Lawrence. Basil is home to many a skilled artisan, and that draws demand from all around the globe. It's a globe again. But in some ways, we actually have too many. It can make picking the right one difficult, especially for the uninitiated client. That's where I come in. I act as a consultant to help clients pick the workshop that's right for them. It's funny, really. I used to be an engineer, but I hardly do any engineering myself anymore.
Indeed.
Indeed, yes. Alright, so what I could have done is, like, when I was out and about, I could have come in here, potentially. After speaking to that guy, like, come in here and then worked my way down as part of the rounds. Oh well. Maybe we'll do that next time, Gadget. Next time. Long day. I've had my son on my mind. I want to talk to him when I get home, but what do I even say? He's studying over at the Institute of Science these days, but we couldn't disagree more on engineering. He's big on innovating, finding the new big thing, but me, I'm more a traditional guy. I take pride in the family art I've inherited. I'm not trying to pressure him into taking over the shop, but I think he's heading me that way. It's a puzzle, I tell you. Just be honest with each other, really. That's all I could suggest there. Really. I'm really glad I was able to help out Dad today. I want to start pulling my own weight. I used to do just grocery runs when people would need it, but now they're busier than ever. And they really appreciate it now. They really look busy today, too. Oh, maybe I should try making lunch someday. I think they'd like that. They probably would. I thought you'd have called it for the day. Hard workers, you lot, huh? Just between you and me, keep an eye on Ketra, will you? He shouldn't have to take on all that responsibility at his age, if you ask me. It's like he never got to be a kid. Seeing him all stressed out and overworked just makes me sad as an old geezer with none of that youth left. Didn't get a chance to be a kid. And again, if there's a potential similar upbringing to Ren, which is very worrying. Keep an eye on that, What's Ketra crunching for? He shouldn't have to stay so late at the institute. Gets important to him. He wants to follow in the professor's footsteps with all his research there. Just... I hate making the kids wait, but this deadline is non-negotiable. Speaking of kids, I hear Mila was up to something earlier today. Most of the time, she's a model daughter. She helps me with the shopping, the cooking, and the cleaning. But every now and then I hear just the strangest things about what she's up to. I can't deny it worries me sometimes.
Indeed.
No need to be shy now. See you again. No need to be shy. See you again.
I'll see you again,
No need to be
KG.
shy now. See you again.
See you again. Careful up there, Reel. I really want to see the machines from up there too, but everyone says it's too dangerous, so I gotta wait. When I'm older, I'm gonna work here like Reel does, and then I can see all the cool stuff I won. So now we go up here and have a word. There you are. Phew, I think we're almost done for the day. I hate making Nat wait like this. I really am glad I started working here, though. I remember being scared half to death over how I'd handle the pressure. It's been really tough work for sure. But it's so rewarding, and I can feel myself getting better by the day. Plus, I made friends with Katra and so many others. Just trying to remember. It might not be Katra. Just, that's what I'm trying to remember it as, and it'd be like, no, it's Quarter. Like, what? Like, why don't I remember that? Oh no. Right, let's head over to Newtown.
What are we waiting for?
Okay. Got all these dots around. Domestic production is riding high right now, Vern especially. They're trying to secure their foothold in the sector as fast as possible. The Empire's reparations will end soon, and Rhineford is on the up and up too. There's gonna be lots of competition soon. So it's no wonder that domestic companies are trying to secure domestic cash flows. I think the bank should follow suit. The CEO, Torzend, he's pretty conservative, but even he doesn't know what direction he wants the company to take.
Alrighty.
Being honest, I think that's his glaring weakness. For a CEO, he doesn't have much in the way of leadership. Feels like he's scared of losing the government's favor and all of his corporate partnerships with it. Bearing all that in mind, I can see why he's just staying the course here. Don't rock the boat and all. Yeah, but there's only so much you can do there. It's like you've got to test out new ideas. So what we got? Today's reflections, tomorrow's plans. Lots of stuff to keep track of. We sophomores have our big research papers due too. Wait, what about James? Oh, damn it. Did he sneak out again? Ren seems to have caught wind of that. I'll leave him to her. They knew anyway. I believe it was back in the spring when she, well, did what she did. Though in his defense, James wasn't at fault. It was his partner in crime, Ronald, and he got crushed for it. Like, I'm talking flattened, yeah. Ever since then, wouldn't you know it, she's been super popular. James has his own recollection of things, I'm sure. He has a bit of a cloudy disposition. Cloudy. Come on, what better topic to talk about right now than romance? Don't be such a prude. What? You're out of your mind. Oh, that's right, I remember that one senior talking about it. Apparently romance is a popular topic on trips like these. Well, you can talk about it, but my lips are sealed. Oh, poor Albert. I can tell what you're thinking, you know. Well, yeah, I'm thinking, man, this dude's really freaking thirsty. He just talks about flirting all the time. I might be able to help with that. I do have some degree of experience. You won't, really? Are you serious? Sounds like they could use a tip or two on touching some titty. What the hell? Maybe I should bring them over to one of my local haunts? They are kids, you blockhead. And as long as you're on the clock, the one thing you're touching is notes, understand? Though in Tharbad, actually... No, perhaps I should have broached that topic. Oh dear. Back when I was in school in the Empire, I had this amazing group of upperclassmen who helped me with my studies. They've already gone and graduated, but not before sharing some of their secrets on how to talk romance or something along those lines. This trip is an excellent opportunity to broaden our horizons. Little point in being shy. Ah, can't get through there. Julian, help our brother out. Alright. The first step is trust, generally. Women like sincerity in a man. Trust is just good communication-wise, you know. Huh? What are you guys doing here? It's not what it looks like. I don't have a crush on it or anything. You have a crush. Shut up. Just leave me alone, alright? This is none of your business. Open book, this kid. Indeed. I recognize those school uniforms. They're from a really famous academy back in the capital. Must be nice to be young. They should take advantage of that opportunity while they can. Can't deny I'm envious. I never got to do any fancy trips or work studies when I was in school. Did you not? Oh, that's a shame. It's like I said before, it's like I went on several, and the two I remember most fondly are my skiing trips. Oh, so good, so good. Ah, fun. Yeah, what's up? You doing some puzzle solving? We're going over all the information we gathered. Man, there was so much to see. And then there was that surprise right at the end. I know, right? I think I could use a break, though. There's only so much stuff my brain can handle. I'm full. Now, don't just wander around town aimlessly, okay? You won't have a cohesive report without cohesive research. You should pick a direction and stick to it, then soak up as much info as you can tomorrow. Okay. And there's the student council press side of her. Push comes to shove, she's right on top of things. I understand you have plenty of schoolwork to tend to, Miss Claudel. But please make sure to get enough sleep as well. Don't worry, I will. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. Right, gotta sit down and focus on my report tomorrow. Now, what to write about? I'm thinking maybe film history. Ren showed me all sorts of stuff. I'd love to write about the Foundation and ZCF's tech, too. Sounds like you had a pretty productive day out there, Anya's. Nice. We're splitting up tomorrow, too, but I'll be able to take care of things here. Keep our Anyas safe. We shall try. Professor Cronkite's research is super fascinating. Even I'm learning new things. They say his work will be the future, and they're not lying. I've heard. He even had a leading hand in Ziffer development. I've only seen little hints of his discoveries, though. What more is he hiding in that head of his? Maybe I shouldn't dive too deep into that for this report. I'll just stick to what we all know. No way that's high school level research she's doing. Indeed, I pity the teachers tasked with reading her report. Such information density was not meant for human minds. I got to visit the observatory and the special research building. That should give me plenty of material for my report. I'll join back up with you tomorrow. Let's make sure to get our parts done.
Alrighty.
Alright. I was going to say there's a dot outside. It's like, oh no, you're just outside the area I can walk. The students from Aramis are really well behaved, even at night. Guess that's what going to a prestigious school does for you. Oh, real quick, was it just me or did the network feel really laggy around noon today? Don't know what was up with that. Just had it upgraded, so it's not like our equipment is bad.
Very well.
Very well. That's all the dots in there done. We've been getting reports over the last few days about comms acting up. So far, they're just little blips. We haven't seen any big outages yet, so there's not much we can do but keep watch. It's got me thinking about how behind the curve the force is, though. Cybercrime's only gonna grow from here. We've got to be ready for it. I do like nighttime music in these games. Just relaxing. So the network issues are still ongoing? Even our business lines have been spotty as of late. Seemed like that was resolved for a second, but, well, evidently not. I see President Rooster's gone home for the day. He's quite the presence in the office. Our project's hit a major roadblock, unfortunately. We need more manpower if we want to deliver on time. The project itself is highly confidential. If the President could just agree to our budget, that would make things a lot easier. Okay, let's start over here. Another slog at work today. Just gonna head home, decompress, and get ready for tomorrow. I used to have this drinking buddy. She works at the Institute. Haven't been able to get in touch with her lately, though. Because of that, I don't go out drinking as much anymore, but I miss that. I miss my drinking buddy. She won't even reply to my emails. Ooh. Interesting. Today's domestic lines are all operating on schedule. I heard the Transcontinental Railroad ran into another snag out east. Once you get out past Long Lie, all bets are off. Not much they can do about that. The Transcontinental Railroad's just always running into trouble there. Why? There's always something going on here at the pavilion. We do industry press conferences, Z1 photo shoots, and even RC tournaments for kids. We make sure there's something for everyone here, so take a look around and take a load off. We hope to see you again.
So...
You will see us again with Van around, I'm sure of it. Oh, these two are at it again, imagine. How's about a drink tonight, Chamberlain? Been a while since we hit the town together. I figure we both deserve it. We both got put through the ringer, but we went and hit our sales quotas anyway. I might take you up on that. I could use a break to unwind after how hectic it's been lately. Do have some business stuff I wanted to talk to you about, though, like cost-cutting tactics and those new safety regs, namely. I personally want to try and broaden Ingert's customer base, too. Maybe you could teach me a thing or two. Well, I wouldn't mind that, just as long as it doesn't get in the way of my frothy mugs. Competitors we may be, but we're fellow four-wheelers first and foremost. Yeah, friendly competition. I like. Petra's been putting a lot of thought into remodeling Leno's brand image. She's trying to get more mass market appeal. I could stand to learn a thing or two from her marketing tactics. She really knows how to get products out there. Ingert has its customer base, but we're looking to broaden our reach too, where we can. Having someone like Chamberlain in charge at Ingert really lights a fire under me. It's like having a good rival, you know? We push each other to grow and develop bigger and better stuff. In the end, we both benefit. We're seeing that firsthand with Lino's success. I and the company as a whole grow and improve every day. Well, that's lovely. You two are still here? Oh, this is that new ETWS model. Man, that price, though. That thing's a monster. Bet you the Highbloods have one of those. How dare they one up Ingert. I mean, it's not like I'm jealous. Wait, that was it for both of you? Okay. We're done in here? Yep. Very well. Yes, we know about the 4 biggest manufacturers. What we got here? Let's actually just start over here.
It's so convenient nowadays.
We don't run as many aerotrams at night, but we're still online for your convenience. At this time of night, it's mostly workers at the Institute coming home from work.
Please have your authentication card
Indeed.
ready and follow the instructions of the attendant.
So those guys at the pavilion were actually real car racers. I heard them talking about how they came from the capital and stuff. Man, I wish I could go there and race the real thing too. I want to grow up already. You'll get there, kid, you'll get there. Enjoy your youth while you can. I've got orbital lights, orbital appliances, a good chunk of my home is wired up. They say smaller products tend to be less reliable, but not Vern's. They're really built to last, and they're full of nifty features too. I went shopping to kill some time. It wasn't all a waste though. I got plenty of handy things at Vern Company store. There he is. Phew, looks like everything's fine over here. But no matter how many rounds I do, I can't shake the nerves in my head. I had today's unexplained incidents and the whole place just feels wrong. I don't like it. So the guild's caught on too, have they? Figures. Brace Guild is astute as ever. Shall we head to the Southern Canyon Path after making another round? Sounds good to me. Might as well bring out the truck for that. There's a bunch of stuff we can't explain. The monsters are just the latest headache. Could it all be connected, or am I just overthinking it? You're not overthinking it, mate. It's clearly all connected. Sometimes I drop by at night too. This store's almost becoming my life. That's not too weird, is it? Kinda. Man, I wonder if I count as a regular now. I come here too often. My local baker, I'm a regular now. Very much going, it's like, you want the usual? Like, yes, please. Like, righto, here you go. Like, thank you. You reckon the pharmacist knows me by name? I may actually go to the baker's after this. Yeah. Compared to her, she really isn't that much older than me. But she has her dream job and everything. She's amazing. I went to college here in Basel, so I'm honored that I get to practice my craft here too. I was almost gonna work in Remiferia after I did a foreign semester there, but Basel gave me an offer and I jumped at it. It's just so exciting, being able to work with the cutting edge of the industry. Factor in the academy too, and it's deeply a fulfilling job.
Very well.
Very well.
Hello.
Hello! How are you?
Thanks
Hello?
for shopping.
Wait, was there something else there? Yes, the hair tonic. Hair tonic? A hair tonic that makes one feel fabulous for Kincaid.
Thanks for shopping.
Okay, what we got on the to-do? Let's see about giving him that. The opening planner!
Don't mind if I do, Van.
Enjoy your hair tonic. Are we done up there, actually? Let's get this shop one done here first. Education Industry Partnership is a big tenant here at Vern, so we're actively cooperating with the Institute on a variety of projects. That's one of the biggest reasons we were able to innovate as much as we do. A lot of students land jobs at Vern straight out of college. That builds a really strong alumni network too. I have a ton of colleagues both here at Vern and at the Institute. I might be more of a manager nowadays, but beyond that, I'm part of the bridge connecting the two sides together. I find that really fulfilling. Oh, glad you enjoy your job, mate.
Hello there.
See you again.
Hello there.
Hello there. See you again.
Indeed. Right, now down we go. Oh, hello. I am conducting research into the unexplained reactions we observe when drawing energy from Sepith. It's just one of Orbital Power's many mysteries that forms one of the Foundation's goals, shedding light on how our modern world really works. It certainly isn't easy, though. You have to commission these massive facilities just to analyze microscopic reactions. Is there really nothing I can do? How did it come to this?
Well,
Could be related. Could be. It's good that we're ahead of Rhineford in small arms sales now, but we don't know what to make of Marduk yet. They're starting to rack up some market share now, but their inner workings are still a mystery, to say nothing of their schematics. And now that they have government backing themselves, we need to take them seriously. Is that it? Are you done?
Do you know what you want? I hope to see you again.
Indeed. Right, so I think that's us done with the rounds here, and that'll be us done with this part. In the next part, what we'll do is we'll
What are we waiting for?
take Van's van over to the canyon. So, we'll see you in the next part with that. Ta-ra for now.